All right, so one of the biggest skills that we work on in 7th grade is how do you dig into a text? How do you get beyond plot? So you spent a lot of time reading more challenging texts. You even read some Midsummer last year. But how do you look at a page and get beyond what is happening? And the way that we're going to do that this year, what we're really going to work on, and a skill that you're going to use throughout all your time at Park, is active marking. How do you take your pencil, apply it to your paper, and dig through, get some deeper ideas, get a better sense of character? You're able to identify your symbols and themes. You're able to identify tones, mood, devices, right? So here's what I'm going to do. Everyone should have a writing utensil of some kind or another. And now you're going to ignore the fact that you have a writing utensil and you're just going to listen. So you can keep your eyes on the paper with me, and we're just going to listen to our first paragraph. All right, we're going to start. This is The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe, and we're just going to listen. All right. True, nervous, very, very dreadfully nervous. I have been and am, but why will you say that I am mad? The disease had sharpened my senses, not destroyed, not dulled them. Above all was the sense of hearing acute. I heard all things in the heaven and in the earth. I heard many things in hell. How then am I mad? Hearken and observe how healthily, how calmly I can tell you the whole story. Okay, starting to get maybe a little creepy, right off the bat. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have 3 main things that we're looking for, and I'm going to give you our 3 kind of symbols to identify them. So as we go through, we're going to be looking for just basic keywords. We're going to circle those. We are going to be looking for repetition. We are going to underline twice when we see something repeated. So when we go through and we see something that repeats, this is our symbol for repetition. And finally, if we find a character, we're going to put them in a box. Sound good?
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Fantastic. So, you are going to help me get through this. So that when you sit down at home and you're looking at the other parts of this story, you know your 3 tools, and you know what kind of things you're looking for. Because you don't really want your keyword to be every word. You want to see what you're really trying to pick out. So if I break this down and I'm just doing my first sentence, we're just going to, why don't we go all the way to that question mark? What am I going to mark for? So take a minute, look at your paper, you have your writing utensil. What am I going to pick out of that first sentence, all the way up to that question mark? And then as soon as you've got one, hands up, and we'll get some things on the board. All right, go for it. Matt.
Repetition, the word nervous appears, twice in the first sentence.
Awesome. Anything else? Maybe anything you could even connect to that idea of nervous that stuck out for people? Or just other keywords? Sorrel?
The first word seems related to nervous, all caps.
Yeah, so we've got all caps, exclamation point. So if you are looking for a keyword, really good hint. If it's larger than anything else on the page and has an exclamation point, you should probably be paying attention to it. True. Interesting way to start out. What else? What else do we have going on? Keywords, maybe some describers that stick out to you. What do you think?
Dreadfully nervous.
Dreadfully nervous. So we're not just casually nervous, we're dreadfully nervous. We're very, very dreadfully nervous. We're nervous twice over. So I had been and am. Is there any one of these tools I can use to that phrase? Yep. Dave?
Character for I.
Yes. We've got an I. Who can remind me what that I is? In terms of narration, are we in first, second, or third person? Does anyone remember?
First?
First. So let's make a note. We have this I. So you have plenty of white space on your page. I, this is first person. And this is your narrator. And for the sake of speed, when I write narrator, I'm just going to do a little symbol like this. You don't have to use that note, but it's helpful for me. So we've located one character. Did anyone else find another character in this sentence? We're going all the way to question mark.
You.
Yeah.
There's a you, right? So we've got this I and a you. Who do we think this I is? So it's this speaker. And if that's who I is, who's you?
Reader.
Get past the fact that I'm an English teacher and use that sentence.
It's us, the reader.
The reader? Yeah, so this you is a really interesting idea. It makes you question, reader. It makes you question the dialogue between these two characters. And it makes you start to feel like, is this guy speaking to me? So now all of a sudden we're in a dialogue with this first person narrator. And finally, I can see one more big word as we're getting to the question mark that feels maybe slightly disconcerting. How mad, right? And do we think, this is kind of a context clue. We're looking that the story was written in 1850. Do we think this is mad like he's really angry? Like somebody really ticked this guy off? Or what kind of mad is this?
Crazy.
Crazy mad, right? So we've got this idea of madness. And so I'm going to pull this out. Because I feel like madness is trying to tell us something. Can we connect any other of our key words or repetition to this idea of madness? Are we seeing it somewhere else just in sentence number 1? Think about it. What might make you a little bit mad?
Feeling nervous or dreadfully nervous?
Yeah, I think so. So we've got madness, and maybe it's kind of related to this anxiety. Alright, so let's keep moving on. Sentence number 2. The disease had sharpened my senses, not destroyed, not dulled them. Anybody feeling maybe increasingly uneasy in this sentence? There's perhaps something else that you don't hear people talk about that much, that you're like, let's pull this out. What's a key word that right off the bat I'm like, oh no. Disease, right? So we're starting to feel like, maybe this guy, how do we feel about him so far?
He's not doing so well.
He's not doing that well. He's mad, he's anxious. Now we've got this idea of disease. So we're building off of this idea. We're adding a new layer each time we go.